and then bring your legs together, lie down on your mat. You can finish out with just a couple more of our little windshield movements or any other movement that feels good for you for a few breaths. And then you can settle into your Savasana. So traditionally, legs are out, hands down with the palms facing up by your sides. Neutral position of the head, meaning you're not turning your head side to side, you're just letting it rest naturally. If you do feel tight in the lower back, another great use for our rolled up mat or a blanket directly underneath the knees is just gonna soften our hips a little bit and release and decompress the lumbar spine. So great little adjustment there. So settle in, and I'm again just gonna kind of switch it up, and I'll guide you through a few moments of relaxing meditation. Just gonna find a beautiful little scene for my camera to look at while I lead through this. As you're lying on your mat again, just reconnect to the feeling of the earth supporting you. Right? Gravity is our friend. You can really let go of any tension, of any effort that we may have had to produce through the practice. It's okay, again, that energy comes up. We can't avoid it. That's a part of life. Things are always moving, always changing. That's the definition of energy. It has many different forms. What energies do you notice here as you close your eyes, as you feel your body return to stillness? What's still present? Again, our breath is a mover of energy, so notice those things. Take a deep inhale and a full exhale to release. The breath also just helps us to stay present, right? So if we get into that kind of mind track of thoughts, or those kind of whirring whirlwind thoughts that tend to arise, it's okay. Notice what comes up, notice the thoughts, can't avoid them, but breathe out. Choose maybe to let go of those thoughts, go back to the feeling of your breath leaving the body. Then notice the next inhale coming in, bringing fresh oxygen, fresh energy to all of the tissues, the cells, all of those physical things that supported your experience in this practice. Notice the back of the body, how the breath flows through that space, the back of the head, neck, torso and arms, pelvis, thighs, down to the bottoms of your feet. Feel the front of your body, forehead, face, jaw, neck, any tension there that you might consciously soften. Notice the front of the torso, front of the arms, your hips and pelvis, the fronts of the legs down to the tops of the feet and toes. Again, just sense the flow of breath through those spaces, in and out. See if you could imagine your entire body was hollow. Right? We know it's full of stuff, but all of that stuff is connected to our breath, to our awareness. So as we imagine it hollow, we could see our inhale filling up the space of the body, that energy, the prana, full and expanded, abundant, flowing through us. As we empty the breath, we let go of anything that no longer suits us. Whether you're conscious of that or not, it's happening. Our body does that with the metabolic waste products, carbon dioxide, other things. So it's a natural process. It takes no effort. And finally, see if you can find stillness between the breaths, between the inhale, the exhale. Just notice that subtle moment of pause, if it exists for you. This is a moment of balance where our nervous system says it's okay, we don't even need the movement of the breath, the movement of energy, because it's here. We're a part of it. We're connected to it all. And I personally take a lot of comfort in that acknowledgement, that in any moment you're supported, whether the breath, the body, or the mind are active or at rest. If things pop up, that's okay. Your next breath will clear it out or allow you to notice it, and then again to notice that peaceful state or place of existence within. We can always go back to it. It's actually always there underneath the surface, this quiet space of awareness, of being. And this is ultimately the purpose of our practice of yoga, is to find this space, our true self, our inner self. To acknowledge it as the root of all of the other aspects of ourself that are more active, dynamic, or material, which are all great as well, because they're just different facets, different reflections of this truer self within us, within each of us, within every aspect of creation. And after acknowledging the self within yourself, just be present to the fact that, again, this space is always here for you. You can always come back to it. And then when you're ready, you can begin to deepen your breath. Feel the dynamic action of that breath, bringing awareness and life back into your tissues, back into your body. Slowly moving through the fingers and toes, maybe rotating your head side to side before giving yourself a little reach and stretch. Stretching the arms long overhead. Maybe reaching right arm, right leg a little longer, left arm, left leg a little longer. Just waking back up slowly, gently. Take your time to bring the knees towards your chest, lifting the legs from the floor, rolling gently to one side, and then comfortably helping yourself back up to a seat. Let's see, I probably look crazy here. That's okay. As you come back to our comfortable cross-leg position, just one last little check-in. Again, feel the root of your body grounding down. Imagine the top of your head reaching up, right? The balancing of those two energies creates for us this line in the center that supports our experience, our existence in this human life. As you find that space of centeredness within yourself, acknowledge it, bring the palms together in front of your chest. Be present to what you've created through your practice, your focus, energy, and your attention. Take a moment, breathe in, breathe out with gratitude for being at all, for having this existence, having this opportunity to explore these energies, to explore yourself. And know that through this connection that you've made today, you're actually helping everything else around you. You're helping evolve the universe because you share these energies, you share this balance that you've created. Whatever other qualities you may have wanted to cultivate, your intention in the practice, all of that is now more firmly set within you, and you're a reflection of it. You're sharing it with the rest of us, inspiring us. So take a moment again, acknowledge and be grateful to yourself and to everyone else that interacts with you in your life this week. On an exhale, you can bow your chin to your chest, or maybe you want to bring your palms in prayer in front of you and let your forehead rest on the thumbs. Just go inward for one last moment. Find yourself centered. Namaste. Thank you all so much if you stuck around through the practice. This was my first ever yoga video, so please give me comments, feedback. I appreciate it all. I'm new to this. It's definitely kind of a brave new world for me, so hopefully you got something positive out of it today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me comments, reach out to me. You can find my website, www.bodybybrian.com. There's places for you to connect if you're interested in practicing further or learning about Ayurveda. I do a number of workshops, classes in Chicago. We also do retreats. In January, we're going to Puerto Vallarta, so that's very exciting. All of that information is on my website. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm going to put all of that information below. So thanks again for sharing your time and energy with me today. I hope you feel balanced and peaceful and ready for your week. Namaste.